Everything okay with that phone?
With the phone.
Yeah.
All right. I feel like anytime we do that, the second shot be better anyway. Or the second go in, James. But here we back. Who's who in the Zoo We Lady Committee? Fresh off of Thanksgiving, food drive with my boy Jada Barber. How you feel?
I feel very good. I just felt blessed to be able to give to others, and I had never done that before, especially like on the actual day. So I think it just meant that much more, especially like with the work that I do. It was nice to be able to get back, into the streets and
Into the streets.
Yes, into the streets. Because I used to be in the field. Now I'm, behind the desk, so I don't really get to, be out there and be hands on. Yeah. So it was just nice to be able to do that.
You pushing papers, dog?
I'm more now. I'm just trying. I have a team that I send them out, and they do. So.
But we got sent out today. On Thursday, we did. We went around for a while. Just finished a little clip. I sent it out for them to look at. It was pretty dope though. Like you said, Jay been doing that Jane every year, dog, for like 9 years. I think he had, and I just seen him do it, and I'm like, man, it don't make no sense to try to do no other stuff. Like you might as well just rock with what he got and try to take it or help him whatever he got going on instead of like doing something on your own. So every time I see him get ready to do like whether it be a food drive, a clothes drive, a trip to DC, I just always piggyback on it and try to help out as much as I can, man. That's dope when you got friends that's doing stuff like that.
Yeah, and it takes dedication and time for him to be doing it for 9 years. Like, shout out to you, Jay.
Yeah, you killing it.
You definitely are killing it. Definitely supporting your community. And like I said, I'm just glad to be able to be a part of it. And
So next jank going on, I'm going to definitely share the link. So make sure y'all donate. If y'all can't make it out to help out, make sure y'all donate. Hit the Cash App up, though, so he ain't got to keep spending his own money to feed people.
Right.
And it ain't that many, I ain't going to say it ain't that many hungry people, but they had them covered. It was a lot covered, it felt like.
Yeah, there was definitely a lot more people out there, I think, this year. I think COVID has definitely taught us, like, look, you don't know what's about to take place. There's people who need help, so...
There was a lot of people out there feeding people. That was dope to see, too.
Yeah.
So we tried to jump straight into this, man. I don't think we got no other announcements.
Nah. Well, I don't know what we plan to do as far as like, cause not a lot of y'all went to the YouTube page. Okay, I have to say that. So, I don't know if we were putting it on Facebook and putting it on Instagram. Are we sticking to that, or what are we gonna do?
I think I'm gonna just put it on. Go back to the old way. I wanted to kind of like drive everything to one YouTube page instead of like posting it, because I gotta post on Instagram, post on Facebook, But whatever, right. I guess whatever. Mad people didn't see the last one, so I just do it like we've been doing it.
Yeah, I think I guess it's okay. They used to just scroll in and see the video and watch it from there. Now you actually got to do work.
Yeah.
And go to a whole different social media.
Y'all should do the work,
right?
We working. Y'all should do the work.
Yeah.
But whatever, get it out to whoever, because I don't make no sense to watch it. Do it if y'all ain't seeing it.
Yeah.
And we on TikTok.
Yes.
We gotta do some TikTok.
I don't know how to do the tick and the talk and the this and the that. I don't keep up with a lot of these social media accounts. Yeah. So my boo will be taking over that.
I'll do some TikToks. And some of them James be hilarious, dog. Yeah. Remember the one where it teach you how to tie your robe? Dog, I've been tying my robe wrong.
Who would have known?
I've been tying my robe wrong for like, what, I was my 34 years, dog. So I'm on there. We on there try to do some stuff and then just try to see what this thing gonna build into.
Yeah.
So whatever the easiest for y'all to get, I'm gonna stay there.
We definitely appreciate the support.
Yeah.
If you go onto the YouTube page, it's Culmination 365. You go up there, you will see a list of all the videos we've done. In case you haven't seen the others, please like and subscribe. Like I feel like a real YouTuber. This
we
is
better
cool.
look at all this I'm doing.
So yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we should take it serious. We gotta take it serious.
For sure.
And that's it. That's all I got.
Okay.
Bucks won today.
Yes, they did. It was a close game, but they pulled it out in the end for sure. Okay, so if we want to get into this, let me put my eyes on, right? The plan on the Bible app is called Keep Calm and Marry On, right? And this is day 2. It's called God's Great Design. When you and your spouse got married, your singleness became oneness, as Adam recognized so beautifully in Genesis 2. When God brought Eve to him, he responded with a poem that doesn't sound like much in English, but has real merit in its original Hebrew. This is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, because she was taken out of man. It was as if he was saying, where have you been all my life? Even as he sensed the answer, she had been a part of him, and now they were being reunited. And Eve wasn't meant to be a helper comparable to him, as God put it. Now, God wasn't suggesting that the wedding vows read, I take you to be my lawfully wedded maid, to wash and to fold from this day forward. The Hebrew word for helper, Ezar, refers to someone who supplies something crucially lacking a vital missing part. More often than not in the Old Testament, it's a word that describes God. Furthermore, the woman was to be a comparable helper to the man, his corresponding counterpart, like how the North Pole must have a South Pole. Where Adam and Eve had been 2 people, now they were to be one unit, a covenant team. In the legal sense, a covenant is a binding arrangement that commits 2 or more parties to perform certain actions. When God calls a man and a woman to get married, they enter into a solemn, formal arrangement whereby they promise to act in certain ways toward each other for mutual benefit. Sounds serious, right? It is. This covenant between husband and wife is key to their new identity in marriage, established by God to reflect the life-giving, joy-filled, promise-keeping relationship he desires with all people. God's plan for 2 to become one was and remains good. The flaw isn't in his design, but our execution. We tend to drift back toward the island of self. But once you're married, there's no going back to that island, at least not without a lot of, what is this word?
Yeah.
You're not even following. Resultant damage.
Yeah.
Remind yourself that your spouse is God's perfect gift to you, and frequently tell your spouse that too. Not because either of you is perfect, not because either of you is perfect, but because God is, and his plans for your marriage are good. Tip number 2. Talk up your spouse. Be their biggest fan. Wives, it's so meaningful when you tell your husband that you believe in him and in his ability to do the right thing. Husbands, I've found that you can never tell your wife, I love you often enough. In fact, there's magic in those 3 little words. So make sure both of you say to them, to each other every day. Be sincere in what you say, but also make sure you say positive things out loud to each other when you think of them. It's a game changer. Genesis 2:18, the Lord God said, it is not good for the man to be alone. I will make a helper suitable for him. Now the Lord God had formed out of the ground all the wild animals and all the birds in the sky. He brought them to the man to see what he would name them. And whatever the man called each living creature, that was its name. So the man gave names to all the livestock, the birds in the sky, and all the wild animals. But for Adam, no suitable helper was found. So the Lord God caused the man to fall into a deep sleep. And while he was sleeping, he took one of the man's ribs and then closed up the place with flesh. Then the Lord God made a woman from the rib he had taken out of the man, and he brought her to the man. The man said, This is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, for she was taken out of man. In Psalms 54, starting at verse 4, surely God is my help. The Lord is the one who sustains me. Malachi 2:14, you ask why? It is because the Lord is the witness between you and your wife of your youth. You have been unfaithful to her, though she is your partner, the wife of your marriage covenant. What you think about that one?
That was great.
I was struggling with the reading today. And you specifically said, look over the devotional. And I'm like, oh, don't worry about it. I'm
Off
good.
on your island.
I was on my island of self.
In your island of self.
I mean,
Tell the people.
okay.
Give birth.
Giving birth. I should have listened to my husband as he suggested I should look over.
I ain't even tell you.
I'm sorry?
I said, I ain't even tell you. Just say, hey, if you want to, you could look over the stuff.
I said suggested. Goodness. Yes, he did. And I did not listen.
This one was
as
dope.
I should have.
My bad. This one was dope because last one was, I was saying, was one of my nuggets was to hype up your spouse.
Yeah, you did say that.
And now they want to try to take my nuggets and serve them back to me. Like I don't work at McDonald's.
With the sauce.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to reiterate. I want to beat that Jane again, but I will. You definitely easy. I love when I'm told that I'm doing great.
Right.
And it's never too many times
All right.
to keep on saying that.
Well, I mean, you want to be encouraging to your spouse. I think, just like I said, like you're supposed to be their biggest fan.
Yeah.
I think it's so easy for us to like focus on the negative and, oh, my spouse messed up here and he should have did this. I asked him to do that and he didn't do it right and he didn't. Like it's so easy for us to get caught up in that. But let's try to focus on the positive, right?
What if you trying to tell me something that I need to hear though, and I need to be told that this ain't it?
I learned through the years it's all on how you say things, right?
Yeah. Well, I remember we was doing that. We had just finished loading up the cars and stuff. We was out there talking junk, and I was talking about my getting the outfit for when I'm doing my productions.
Yeah.
And you was like, go ahead, boo. You can do what you want to do. And everybody's like, that's why he believed he could do everything.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, but when is the time? I'm trying to think of times when it's like, yeah, boo, you know what I'm saying? You shouldn't do that. Well, I'm trying to think what you was telling me. It's definitely, I know a lot with finances. It's always something like that. But it is times that you don't hype me up, like, and rightfully so. Like, you know what I'm saying? In whatever situation. How does that though? So
like you're saying, like in the times where like you may need a little extra help with something.
If I'm maybe I might be too ambitious on something. You ever think I might be too ambitious on something?
So
don't get no direct examples. I'm talking about you on April 3rd, round 7.
No. I was gonna say, I remember there was this wife and she was like, with her husband, I guess he wanted to kind of venture out on something.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, this is not it, right? I think, just as our devotion said, like, I'm here to help, right?
Yeah.
Like, not just like, she's behind me or, she's here to clean and do that. Like, I'm here to help you, to help you walk through this life, right? Mm-hmm. So, like, if ever a time where, you may be looking to do something and it's like, okay, boo, maybe that's not your lane. Yeah. Maybe, you should kind of stick to XYZ. Like, I don't feel like that's wrong for me to give you that advice.
No. I don't think so neither. I'm talking about how you delivering that jank though.
Right.
Like, that's definitely, like you said to us, I don't know how you say that to your spouse though, because they might really, be wanting that for themselves. So, you know what I'm saying? And it might pan out just off the strength of them wanting it that bad.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, okay, that's like if you like, oh, I really want to chase a singing career.
Well, I knew you was gonna say singing.
I really want to do this.
Well, I know you was gonna say singing specifically though.
Because you be swearing up and down you can sing, and so I'm like, if you were to come to me, and I'm like, ugh. I mean, I'm gonna support you as your wife. I'm gonna support you,
right?
But I have to let you know, like, maybe that's not your lane.
Yeah, like
you know what I mean?
Maybe you'd be a better rapper than singer,
right? Or let's focus on something else.
But I love singing. It's my dream.
But it's my dream.
It's my dream.
Like I don't know. Like maybe not.
That's careful. I feel like you got to be careful with that one. With your make sure. Definitely, y'all gotta. I think if y'all set realistic goals together. I don't know. I ain't gonna say some of y'all goals ain't gonna be set together. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all just gonna have different things, but
that's gotta be tough, man.
If I said that man wanna sing, let that man sing,
right. Because a part of me feels like, you know, I want to protect you as well.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I don't want to see you. I'm not a parent. Well, I'm not your parent, you know. But a part of me is like, I don't want to see you go through that humiliation.
Good point. Good. I think this is a good transition. Not the same thing. Elaboration, I should say. Mm-hmm. Because protecting your spouse, that's the big thing. You know,
right?
It might not be your job to do that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because I felt like, and this is just me giving birth. I remember like, basically when you first start working, like getting jobs, period, like in the marriage and stuff, like at the I think Mariah, after we had her early. And then you jump back out there after that. Mm-hmm. I always, anytime you say something happened at work, in my mind it's like, well, bump that. Let's come home. Like, don't worry about that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you ain't got to deal with none of that. You can stay here and protect it. But not knowing how much I'm hurting you. Not really hurting you in your professional
growth.
But stunting your growth.
Yeah.
Thinking I'm protecting you though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's things out there some people got to cuss you out. Like, some people got to choke you out for you to learn what you got going on the right way, or for you to take it serious. Mm-hmm. And I'm sitting here trying to, you know what I'm saying?
Shield me.
Yeah, like, don't worry about that. Don't go through that. But then I'm holding you back. And then, like, you an earner. Mad people is earners, and you don't even know what you could fully be yet. You know?
Right. Right.
But so protecting your spouse may not be your calling. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
In every part.
So I'm just supposed to say, you know what, boo? You go chase that singing career.
If I love it that much.
I mean,
because I could take vocal lessons, or I could get with a good producer, or get some auto-tune on my jam and just be, look at Kid Cudi. I might just be doing melodies or something. Right. But it might just pan out in a way that people never heard before, because all singers can't sing.
That's true.
And all singers ain't got singing voices. And nobody, you know what I mean? It's a Keith Sweat or something.
Right.
I'm without or something the whole time.
Yeah. Okay. So I see what you're saying. Like, if your spouse has a dream.
I just don't like how you went straight to singing. Like, you say you wanna, I don't know, sing.
This man says all the time, well, I was in All City Chorus.
I was in All City Chorus.
And I was that.
In 5th grade. And
I'm like, I feel like, let's focus on your other talents, is what I really want to say. Like, you seem to, have this true passion. What is it that you're passionate about?
Entertainment, probably. Yeah, maybe just stay in that lane, huh?
Now, what type of entertainment might that be? You are very good at making people laugh. Everybody knows this, right? Everybody knows this. So
I'm just a clown.
I didn't say that. Ain't nobody say, you was a clown, but you do have the gift of bringing joy to others. Mm-hmm. Okay, so should we, let's focus more on that as opposed to the singing.
Joyful noises is what I'm hearing you want.
I just think that we should explore the other talents.
Yeah, see, this ain't going well, people.
Right, so-
Hopefully y'all do better.
I feel like, again, it's all on how you say it too.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna sit up here and say, "Oh no, don't do that. It ain't for you." You know what's gonna happen with us, and what's gonna. Now that I wouldn't say,
Yeah.
and I feel like I haven't. I've done a great job through these years as saying, you know what, boo, if this is what you want to do, I support you.
Right.
You know, like I said, me personally, I believe you can do anything that you want to do.
Appreciate that.
So yeah, so hey, why not?
Right.
Have at it.
I feel like y'all gonna get an R&B album soon. Just cause.
Hey.
What else was on there?
It says, well, the tip was, it says, wives, it's so meaningful when you tell your husband that you believe in him and in his ability to do the right thing. So, that is deep there. The right thing.
Right thing, yeah.
What is the right thing?
Yeah. What is it?
Because clearly this is saying not everything is for you. Okay?
Well, some things is on my heart for a long time.
I believe in you to do the right thing. Maybe music ain't the right thing.
That sounds like a catch-22. Sound like you got me in like some kind of matrix loop there that I can't get out of when you say the right thing.
Yes, I gotta know. What is the right
That's
thing?
what I'm saying, because I'm walking away like singing might be the right thing.
And it might not. So
what else do it say?
and then it says, husbands, I found that you can never tell your wife I love you often enough. I remember when we were dating and you would make it your business to send text messages throughout the day. I miss that. It's just nice to feel like, okay, even though you've been together for so many years, you want to keep up whatever you did to try to catch her, like keep that up to keep her.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's I don't even know why I'm going to this, but maybe some husband needs to hear that, whatever you were doing, again, to get her attention or, to, again, catch her, like, you want to keep that up, even if she is your wife. Like, yes, you caught her, but how are you going to keep her? You know what I mean?
Are you saying this to me?
I said, I don't know who needs to hear this or why I'm even going this route, but maybe somebody else need to hear that.
Okay. Well, I think they heard that.
I hope so. In fact, there's magic in those 3 little words, so make sure both of you say them to each other every day and be sincere in what you say.
That's a big one. Be sincere, in what you say. Let your yeses be your yeses and your no's be your no's.
Yes. You have definitely said that to me a lot this week.
A lot. Because I don't want to say you in particular, but I feel like when you answer questions and you don't answer them with a yes or a no, you kind of give yourself space to shun off the responsibility if it goes wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or have less accountability for what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? If in fact you are wrong.
All
you know
right.
what I'm saying? Like 4 plus 4 is yes or no? Is it 4 or no? Yes or no? It depends on what number you. I'm done with this. Like, you know what I'm saying? At this point, you got an ulterior motive.
Well, okay. So Adrian says to me a lot, like I'm lawyering, right?
Tap dancing. You tap dancing.
Because I'll be like, well, technically, I didn't say such and such and such. Me personally, I like to be very careful about the words that I speak because I feel like I don't want to leave room for like any type of like, whether that be like a mistake or something. And it's like, well, I didn't say that. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
don't assume or don't try to come at me like I'm wrong. Like I didn't necessarily say that.
Yeah,
So
you gotta say, and when I'm saying stuff, you know exactly what I mean. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta say, well, technically he said. No, I said don't go outside. Like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't no.
Well, you didn't say like what time or you.
I said don't go outside. It ain't no time in here.
Oh well, let's be clear. First of all, he don't say that to me.
No,
okay,
what?
we're just giving a mild example.
Yeah. I might say that sometime tomorrow. I might start saying that to you. Who knows?
And who gonna listen?
No. But you feel like you just gotta be direct. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
when you're not direct, and when you talking like that, you talking like you scared to offend somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or you scared to put too much on yourself.
Like you said, take accountability.
Yeah, like, well, Kaya said, technically, like, whoa, you ain't supposed to be no supervisor no more. You know what I'm saying? You ain't supposed to be no supervisor no more.
Yeah.
Technically, I said you can have the day off. I ain't say which day. Like, you know what I'm saying? They like,
Now, but I do feel like, I don't know, maybe that's because you're my husband. It's different. Because, like, when I got my supervisor hat on, you best believe I am very specific
Right.
about what needs to take place, what I expect, and how it needs to be done.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know, maybe when I got the wifey hat on.
You a supervisor here, too.
I mean, okay, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That part.
I get what you're saying.
Equal, what they going at? Equal. Comparable.
Bone of my bone,
So-
flesh of my flesh.
So equally in charge of this household.
Gotcha.
So you definitely are the standard. So it ain't no, well, I don't care how I feel like I feel. You the standard. So when you do that, we all can do that then. Okay, now,
You're right.
you know, that's how we can do it around here now.
I'm working on, let me tell you something. I am on a journey, people. Okay. I truly am on a journey
We all
because
are. We all is.
I'm working on myself. I am trying to get in a place. I'm working toward getting in a place where I'm getting all the emotion out the way, right? I feel like I've grown up. You know, I'm 34 now. I feel like I can, if I'm in some sort of crazy situation, I'm working toward not quickly reacting, actually thinking first, okay, before I speak, right? Listening more, okay? Utilizing those effective listening skills, okay? I am working toward improving that on myself, okay? So with that being said, clearly I need to work on the speaking as well because I don't want to leave room again for any type of, you know, misconception or
'cause people will burn you for that.
misunderstanding or right.
You know that too. I was like, you know that for already in your supervisor journey, these people will burn you.
Yes, this is true. This is true.
And not think, well, Kaya. You know,
Yeah.
that's how I go. So you gotta definitely be specific with what I said. You know,
Right.
every time with everybody, with us and the kids too. Cause people know how to treat you. You gonna feel good about your life. I promise you.
Yeah. Well, in which we've said in plenty of episodes prior, we're working on, I think what we're telling everyone is to, you know, try your hardest to work on that as well.
Yeah.
Not, you know, reacting off of emotion and, you know, as difficult as that may be, we want to try to think first, right? Because we're not trying to, of course, not trying to, you know, tear our spouses down or, you know, discourage them in any type of way. And we want to get off of that island of self. We don't, you know, island boy. We don't want that. We don't want that. It's about what is going to benefit us as a couple. As I am one with you, okay, flesh of flesh, you know, bone of your bone. What is going to benefit us overall?
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I don't know when to say, I don't want none of that. I'm about to bury her on this island.
Because that was the quick, I don't care,
Yeah.
yada, yada, yada.
Like,
So
how we gonna work
somebody
together?
told me at work, one of my coworkers was like, you know, we know when Kaya is like at a 10, because it starts with the hands,
Yeah.
right? First I start here, when I get here, then it's something different.
But she coming back down.
Yeah, I'm gonna come back down.
She coming back down fast too.
You know
That's what I'm saying.
I'm trying. I'm working on me, people.
Yeah.
I'm working on me.
See, I feel like my thing I'm working on is caring more. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm quick to
Right.
anything, like anything. There's nothing in this world serious to me. That sometimes that bothers me. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's funny, but sometimes I'm like, well, besides like my wife, my kids, and stuff like that,
Right.
and my job. But besides like my job and y'all, it's like, I don't really care about nothing, man. I ain't gonna say nothing. Gee, that sound dark.
Yeah.
Not like that, but not like that. But I feel like I'm not taking the hobbies, like the video editing and stuff like that, as serious as I should. That's what I mean. I don't like I'm jumping off nothing. I'm good, y'all. Don't be all in the DM. Is Hadrian alright? Nah, he Gucci. I want to take the video editing and just any. I want to take everything I do serious. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everything I do, I want to be able to tell.
Like, what is our purpose?
Right.
Why? What do we? Why are we doing what we're doing?
Yeah.
Why are we here?
Yeah.
What is the reason? That God called you to do whatever.
Right.
And so, and I'm happy that you're considering that more as like, I want to take it more serious. Like, clearly this is what I'm supposed to be doing right now.
I'm passionate about that.
Right.
And that's all I said. Big thing. You got something you're passionate about, man. Explore that and take it seriously. Grow in it, fail in it, win in it. Train other people in it. Get mentored by other people in it. Build relationships to hold you accountable in it. All that, just to be better at it.
Right.
So, R&B album coming soon too.
Oh Lord.
Shooting more videos, more music stuff, movies, all that good stuff.
Right. So, but like, just to kind of recap, so day one was talking about Island of Self, right? And how we're, supposed to be moving out of that mentality. So the tip one was to accentuate the positive in your spouse, right? And then today's was called God's Great Design. And tip 2 was to talk up your spouse. Be their biggest fan, right? Do you think we should go to number 3?
Right. They do it right now?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Just because it's 10 days of this, like, we can move forward, right?
I think we're saving for another episode.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors?
No. I feel like this one went by so fast.
No, I think this one's good.
Okay.
Like 30 minutes in, 40 minutes in.
Okay.
Well, trying to think what's coming up. Oh, Christmas. We didn't say nothing about Christmas. She done decorated everything, as y'all can see. I wish I would have said something about Christmas. Let me sitting all this stuff around. Christmas is here. Thanksgiving is over.
Thanksgiving is over. Has anyone started their Christmas shopping? I'm usually the last minute type of girl.
I ain't did nothing. I feel like this year gonna be a good Christmas, man.
I think so too. I'm just grateful, honestly, because last year, everybody know we were in the thick of COVID, right? And a lot of us couldn't even gather with our families, couldn't do much. The stores were empty. Like it wasn't a lot of shopping you could do, for gifts. It seemed like everything was just so limited. So I'm just grateful, I'm looking forward to this Christmas to be able to, I know it's not going to be as the norm, right? But just to be able to kind of move differently from how it was last year.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I said, we do some, hopefully these kids do well. We give them some good stuff.
Yeah.
At least I want some stuff. I got some stuff I'm going to make a good list for. What you got?
Do I have a list? Is what you're asking me?
No, I don't want to hear about the list.
Do y'all make lists for Christmas?
What's it called?
I'm curious to know.
One of my friends hit me now talking about some. His daughter is getting older, asking about what is it like? She don't want toys no more. Like,
So she's more like the older stuff, like maybe phones or
So
iPads and things like that.
So this is his first Christmas. He's like, man, it ain't gonna be a lot under the tree. I'm like, that stuff is over. It ain't no under the tree no more.
Yeah.
Like, when your kids get older.
That's the sucky part though. Like, and I deal with that. Like going Christmas shopping. Now that the kids are older, like there is really not a lot to put under the tree because it's usually like, oh, I want an iPad or I want
a membership.
Right, or stuff like online. So really like you're maybe like be buying gift cards and stuff for them. But there's nothing like to wake up and unwrap.
Yeah. And what else? What you gonna do? They long as they happy.
I miss that though.
Get on some Robux.
Yeah.
Or what are they, Fortnite skins.
I know. All this crazy stuff.
Something crazy like that. So signing off, man. This was a good episode. We in the crib. It's bright and it's jank. Feel like the lights.
Merry and bright.
Merry Christmas. Peace in the Middle East. We love our parents.
Yes, we do.
You know, that's all.
Okay.
The thing that.